Hi Scorpio, welcome to your September 2022 general love reading. This is your girl, Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Scorpio. This will not resonate with every Scorpio that watches this message. And because this reading is general, not every single message may be for you, so please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else who needs to hear that message. And if this reading is not for you at all, Scorpio, I highly suggest checking out your other signs and different placements. Hi, cross watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Scorpio. Who wouldn't be? I like to remind Scorpio and cross watchers that energy is fluid. And this simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. So let's jump right on in. And before I get started with the reading, I do like to clear and set the energy using my sound bowl here. So if some of you are listening to this using headphones or the volume's kind of loud right now, I do suggest turning it down a little bit just for this part because I don't want your ears to hurt. So let's get this started. All right. So let's see what's happening for my Scorpios in the month of September in love and romance. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, anyone dealing with the Scorpio. What is the energy surrounding Scorpio in love and romance? Whether you are single or you're taken in a connection, whether you're together or apart from a certain someone, let's see whose energy is surrounding you, why they're coming through for your love reading, what you need to know about love in the month of September. Tell me about it. Ooh, that went flying. Okay, so let's see. All right, Scorpio, here it is. Release your ex. Mercury retrograde is kicking off. All right, so Mercury retrograde is always about, the past coming back, unresolved issues, unfinished business that someone may feel like they have for you. Please comment below when Mercury retrograde starts because I'm not fully aware of the specific date. I believe it's like September 12th or something like that, give or take. But again, for those that know, please comment below. Anyway, yeah, I do feel, Scorpio, that there's an ex energy that is holding on to you, or if we're 100% honest, maybe some of you are holding on to an ex that has just got to go. I do feel when this card comes up that all the lessons that have been learned through this situation have been learned or are being delayed because someone is not fully seeing that this has been carried out for far too long. I do feel like, again, because this like angel's holding a scroll right there, I do feel like you're going to get a message from your ex very, very soon, or someone you thought things were over with. Here they come again, like a boomerang, right? You throw it out and then sure enough, at one period of time or another, here they come. And, this may be a situation with you and this person for a while now, that this has been going on for, that you two kind of split up, make up. But I don't know, I just do feel like someone is kind of needing to address this repetition that may be occurring in someone's life for far too long. And Spirit is kind of trying to say that this could be a karmic situation someone's going through, a karmic ex. Now for my Scorpios that you feel like, I've been trying to leave this, but this person just won't let me go. I've been trying to disconnect. I do suggest an energy cord cutting, and I don't recommend specific ones because I think we all have different vibrations, different frequencies, and we all resonate with different things. But you can Google it, YouTube it, see what comes up for you guys, for those that, this energy keeps repeating, because I do feel, Scorpio, whoever this energy is still holding on to you very, very strongly. Still has feelings for you, or what they think are feelings. It almost feels toxic, manipulative. And Spirit's kind of saying it's time to break this off once and for all. And maybe some of you are in the process of breaking up with someone or trying to disengage with someone, but they kind of don't take no for an answer, or especially, you know, if you don't say it directly, they kind of just ignore it. I don't know. But it says the time has come to clear your energy. So I do feel if some of you have been wanting new in your life, if you've been wanting new love, been focusing on that, this X energy, whether they're still lingering around or they still have that cord cut or that cord attached to you that hasn't been cut, this is the one thing that's blocking that new love from coming in, that you would be so much better off with, to be 100% honest. And this person may be manipulative. They may, you know, have ways that reel you back in. I do find that someone's a temptation that's hard to refuse, whether they're very good looking, very attractive, they're good in bed. Something about someone's energy here is very addictive, very charming. But I'm hearing the song Toxic by Britney Spears. Don't know if that resonates with everyone, but it's like, I'm in love with what you do, but you know that you're toxic, right? Okay, let's get another card. Tell me more about this energy surrounding Scorpio in September, Spirit. Obsession. Okay, Scorpio, let's talk about this. It says someone in this connection is gripped by obsessive thoughts. Yeah, the cord is strong because of this. So yeah, like with people ask me all the time, like, Mermaid, why do certain people come into my readings when I'm so done with it, over it? If the other counterpart to this is still obsessively thinking about you, still checks on your social media, even if you have them blocked, they still have access to you through their daydreams, their visions, their memories, their feelings. This person is pretty deep in it with you, Scorpio, and they really do view you as being the only one, and they're dead set on it. And so I feel like some of you really are having a hard time separating yourself from this. But for sure, if you've had suspicion about, you know, them driving by your home or even like coincidentally running into you guys, like if they know where you hang out frequently, they know who your friends are, they know what you guys are up to or doing, and you guys like run into each other, like they are doing that on purpose. I feel some of you know it deep down, but you just needed confirmation of that. But this obsession is turning into something that is outdated, outgrown, is toxic. And it needs to be addressed in September, Scorpio, because I do feel Spirit wants you to have something so much more, have something so much better than this. I'm just seeing like Adidas, like the fitness clothing company. Maybe someone wears Adidas or Adidas slides, like those shoe slipper slides. Someone's name could start or end with an A, first, middle, last initial. But yeah, someone's definitely obsessing over you, Scorpio. Or if this is you, with the obsessive thoughts, with the wants and the needs, it's time to kind of evaluate that. So let's go ahead and dig into the tarot. Let's see how this person feels about you right now. What do they think about you? What do they like about you? What do they not like about you? What do they like about the connection they have with you currently? And what do they not like about it? And what are their highest hopes and deepest fears in regards to this connection with you, Scorpio? What are they really hoping is going to unfold between the two of you? And what are they afraid is going to happen? Yeah. You guys are definitely not talking as of right now or for the last 4 months. Maybe since last May, you guys kind of stopped talking. Or even when the summer started, you guys kind of stopped. But that hasn't stopped them from thinking about you. That hasn't stopped them from daydreaming about you, from obsessing over you, finding your social media, checking to see what you're doing, checking to see where you're at, who you're with. Jeez, yeah. It's intense, Scorpio. It's intense. If some of you have recently, very recently started talking, or they're going to recently reach out, I mean, that's their loophole they think is going to be their way in back to your life. So I would just say that as a heads up, like, be careful about their intentions. Even if they want to come off as friends, that's not what they want. They want more with you, Scorpio. They want to repeat the cycles you've already been through with this person because they can't let you go. They have tried to move on with other people. No one equated to you. Yeah, it's pretty deep. So let's get on into this. Bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Pentacles. This is Capricorn energy. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. You could have Capricorn in your chart. It does not have to be the case. People like to hear the astrological connotations. So with the Two of Pentacles, this could be the setup of, you know, what ended between the two of you and why it ended. Someone couldn't make up their mind. Someone never knew what they really wanted. Maybe some took you for granted. I feel, Scorpio, that you felt like with this Two of Pentacles, they didn't do enough. They never, I don't know, like they would always go back and forth with you in some ways. And I think you gave them time to make up their mind. You gave them time to make a decision of where to take this, to further take this, if they were going to do anything to change this situation, because you got bored with it. You got tired with it. This woman is looking out the window, is looking to other opportunities and other things because someone's not willing to make up their minds or to make the move that would keep someone sure to stay in anything, right? So I do feel, because their uncertainty, because of their faulty foundation, I don't know, like this person may be the type of person who doesn't commit to things fully, you know, doesn't have that same heart that you have. When you're dedicated, when you see something you want, you put everything into it, while this person is always kind of half-assed. And I don't even think it's just with you. I think it's with their job. I think it's with their family members. And this person just never did enough. And I think at some point you saw that you, again, wanted more, deserved more. They weren't meeting you at that level that you expected them to be at. I'm even getting for someone laziness. I don't know why I'm getting that, but that could definitely resonate for some of you guys for sure. And their inaction spoke loudly than anything they ever did or said. So that's what kind of made you guys make the decision for them, right? Now, others of you during this time of not talking, man, have they been wanting to reach out? Man, have they wanted to, you know, slide in your DMs, send that text message, but they didn't think you would be open to it. They didn't think you'd be ready for it. They didn't know that if they were to come in, they know they had to come in seriously to give you a serious conversation or make a serious effort that, you know, they were too scared to do or they weren't ready for, to be 100% honest. But let's go ahead and dive into it. How they feel about you is the Four of Swords. So yeah, you're definitely distant from this person. You definitely have your guard up with this person. You've been detaching yourself for your peace of mind, for your clarity. Enough was enough is kind of what I'm hearing. Enough of the inconsistencies, right? With the Two of Pentacles, the back and forwards, the just, I don't know, just not ever doing enough to make me feel like this is right, to make me decide that I want to stay into this. You're not convincing me very much, right? So with this Four of Swords, they do feel like you're a little bit guarded, you're silent. Someone's a nail biter out of bad habit maybe, or likes to do their nails. Maybe someone's into nails, nail art, painting their nails, whatever, right? Right now, maybe thinking of it. But anyway, even with this distance that they may feel, they still, you can look at the imagery of this card and you can pause it if you need to, but there's still some want and need to come back into communication, even if it's been silent. I don't know, like I keep on feeling like you're that temptation they refuse. You're like, I'm seeing a milkshake with a cherry on top, and you're that cherry on top. And with this Four of Swords, they're trying to find a way. They feel like they have to find a way in order to get back in communication with you, in order to re-engage with you again. Libra energy here. But they just don't know how to engage that conversation, how to talk to you. And if they have started to talk to you, they can already pick up that you are not having it, that you're suspicious, that even if you are like engaging, it's very, very little. It's like small responses, periods at the end. Just very basic conversation. but they're trying to pull you out of that shell that maybe you went in regards to everything that's unfolded between the two of you, right? What they think about you is the Hermit card. Virgo energy. So yeah, what I see with this card here and what they think about you, they notice that you've been single relatively since you guys have split off, since you guys have broken up. Maybe you've been dating, but nothing serious has really been moving forward with anyone else. They've been watching for sure. You got to know that, Scorpio. Even if you block them, they made fake accounts. They have access to your account, maybe through a friend's account. They still keep in touch in some way. And they've noticed that you haven't been able to move on, what they kind of tell themselves, whether that's true or not. They know that you've been withdrawn. They know that maybe, again, like you've just been taking time for you to reheal, to recuperate, to give yourself some emotional support, spiritual support by kind of keeping your distance. They notice you haven't been going out as much for some of you. But if that's not so much the case, you know, them spying and everything that I see here, they notice that you're very withdrawn from them. Like, you know, you haven't been checking for them as much as they've been checking for you. You don't go on their social media, look at their stories, try to figure everything out. And again, if roles are reversed, then roles are reversed here. But there is someone here that, like, as much as the other person is obsessed with knowing what the other person's doing, wondering what they're up to, wondering who they're with, the other could give a damn. They're just focused on themselves. They're focused on healing themselves. They're focused on healing themselves so they can welcome something new in. Because they do want love that is honored, that is cherished, that is respected. But they may not feel ready for that yet until they do their healing. Someone could be into therapy or psychology, or just healing in general. Someone could be a nurse, a doctor. They find you to be very healing to be around. And maybe that's why they're obsessed with your light, Scorpio. They're obsessed with your energy because you give that light that they don't get from themselves. They only get that when they're around you, or that's what they're convincing themselves of, right? What they like the most about you is the Six of Cups, Scorpio energy. You could possibly be dealing with another Scorpio or someone with Scorpio in their big three, their Venus. But yeah, that things have been carrying on for a long time between the two of you. That when they do think of you, they do think of you fondly. Even if it's not reciprocated, they think of the good times. They still kept the pictures of you two. They may even have a picture of you as one of their their phone screens or something like that. Or they haven't changed or removed pictures from social media of you two being together. And they still look at those and reflect on those. But it gives them some sort of green light or high hope that if it's been lasting this long, there must be more to this. They're very convinced of that, Scorpio. I do feel you guys met a long, long time ago, even from like childhood, even from when you were teenagers, or maybe in college in some sort of way, right? And it's been carrying on ever since. You guys may have grown up in the same neighborhood, that type of thing, right? And so they know, like, you'll always be home for the holidays. They will be too, because your families are from the same place, right? But yeah, with the Six of Cups, it's really the history you guys have that they enjoy. And maybe even for some of you, before things split off, before, you know, even to this point where some of you are thinking of breaking up with this release your ex or whatever, right? Like, they think that you were in it for a long time, longer than maybe you should have been, honestly. And they're looking at that as a positive thing, that still hopes to keep you around. They still think there's a contract to be fulfilled between the two of you. They're very convinced of it. What they don't like about you, Scorpio, is the Ten of Pentacles. So this is Virgo energy again. So with this 10 of Pentacles, yeah, for the 2 of Pentacles here, maybe you were ready for a full-blown commitment. You wanted to settle down. You wanted to be taken more seriously or have this connection be taken more seriously. They always had the excuses of why it couldn't be, why they weren't ready, all the things they had to do before they could be. And when it happened, still, they didn't do it. You wanted something serious. And I feel you are someone that's looking for, you know, not something that's just a booty call, not something that's just this fling, but you want to find that someone you could build a life with, that you can build a partnership with, that could be reliable, that could be long-standing. Some of you are looking for that person to settle down with, get married with. Others of you, it's just that partnership that you can always rely on, that you couldn't rely on with this person. They didn't give you that confidence. Others of you, you know, again, whether they realized it too late, it's like they see you as being the one they can only have this with. Even if they take their time, it's like they don't see themselves being as involved with anyone else but you. And this could be a little bit superficial in some ways, right? Like they view you as husband, wife material. They view you as being, you know, everything that they could want in a partner physically. You make good money, you have, you know, a good foundation, you have big goals, big dreams that maybe they were kind of riding the coattails of. And, you know, for some, like with this 2 of Pentacles, maybe they got intimidated by that too. Like I said, they couldn't measure up to your expectations, Scorpio, and that you had high expectations. What they like the most about this connection is the Ace of Swords. Air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Now, what I feel with this Ace of Swords here, again, it depends on what time frame you guys are in right now. For those of you that you're still talking, but even if it's not as engaged, even if it's every now and then or whatever, the fact that you guys still talk, again, is giving them that glimpse of hope. Okay? Even if that's your means of kind of slowly ripping off the Band-Aid, it's still giving them more initiative or more hope that this is something that is going to work out in the end. For others of you with this Ace of Swords, especially if you're in separation, especially if you haven't talked, like for some reason they've recently had this idea, made up their mind, and hell have no fury, they're not going to stop till they get it, that you two are meant to be together, that you two will persevere, and they have a new strategy of how they're going to do this. I feel very strongly. They've had a ha-ha moment that they think, okay, you know what? Back to the drawing board. I figured something out here. I'm going to try to initiate this conversation with Scorpio to see what happens. They're definitely, I feel if they haven't, I do feel they're going to reach out. It's inevitable. It really is. But again, with the Ace of Swords, they may find you to be really intelligent. They may find you to be someone that has profound ideas, progressive ideas, that brings new ideas to the table, and a lot of conversations you have with people. They also kind of like the fact that in some ways you take charge, that you may be the more masculine energy of the two. And again, it has nothing to do with gender or sex. It has to do with energy, and we all have masculine and feminine energies. And there's an energy I'm picking up on here that, you know, likes to call the shots, likes to be dominant in bed, likes to get on top for sure. And someone, you know, likes it when you take charge, likes when you take control. But again, Scorpio, you didn't want to be the one that always had to initiate everything. And maybe that's what they liked about you, is that you were kind of doing all the work. You were the one doing the conversation. You were the one initiating the plans of, you know, the next date, of the next activity. Again, that laziness is coming up again that you may have perceived from this person, right? Someone may also have black ink tattoos I'm picking up on. Don't know why, but I am. So that may resonate with someone there. So different messages, but you'll know what's for you. And again, you know, for those of you that are trying to release this, if you give in to talking to them, boom, it's on. You're going to get those messages, you're going to get those calls, or you're going to get those invites to hang out, why don't you come over, that type of energy. Yeah, they really liked you in bed too. You blew their mind in bed. If you did have, you know, sex with them, you were good at it, and they still think about it. What they don't like about this connection is the Seven of Pentacles. And I do feel for some of you, this is what you didn't like either. Taurus energy. So for their perspective, yeah, I mean, their attempts, whether that was manifestation from a distance or even trying to get back in contact with you, trying to see you again, trying to hang out with you, you know, you haven't been engaging, you haven't been interested, quite honestly, with the Seven of Pentacles. But for you guys, different messages. Again, like they didn't do enough. It was always the same thing, and there was never change. And you were waiting for the change. You were waiting for the effort. You were waiting for the progression, and it still stayed the same. And that's what kind of bored you. That's what made you disinterested, right? That's what made you feel like, you know, this has run its course. And if they think that you think that way, they're upset by it, because they don't at all. But anyway, others of you with the Seven of Pentacles, again, their plans haven't worked. It hasn't come into fruition. And again, the laziness that someone has had in this, you know, it's hard to get someone to get up and do things. It's hard to get someone to do something they don't want to do once they made up their mind. Like, it's nice to hang out sometimes at home, and it's not always a bad thing, but sometimes you want to be taken out to a nice dinner. Sometimes you want to go and go catch a movie or go to a museum or experience something that is outside of the house, and they never wanted to do that. And that's where some of you may have found yourselves to be a little bit incompatible, right? And to be 100% honest, I keep on saying that, but to be honest here, like, if one of you guys was really good in bed, the other, not so much. Like, if someone blew their mind in the sack, it wasn't as exciting for the other side. Even though they tried to make it exciting, they tried to do new things, it didn't serve them as much as it served the other person sexually in bed. Just to be real. You'll have to decipher which role that is for you guys. I think you know. Okay? All right. Or maybe eventually sex just got a little boring. Just saying. Highest hopes is the 10 of Wands. Now there's 2 10s here. Your birthday could be November 10th. Your life path could be 10. Or September 10th, September 20th may be important dates for you guys in September as far as love and romance goes. But yeah, they're hoping that this will, even with all the effort, even with their attempts, with their struggle, with their determination and perseverance, that this is all going to end well, even through the ups and downs that you guys have been through together for as long as you've been through together with the 6 of Cups, that you guys will still want to work on this, that you'll give in to this, that you guys will hold on to each other. That's what they're really hoping for, even if it is a lot of work, even if it is a struggle. That's what they're hoping. But deepest fears is 9 of Cups. Pisces energy. Your birthday could be November 9th, November 19th, perhaps October 29th for someone out there, September 9th, September 19th, September 29th are dates you may want to think about or keep in mind in September for you guys. But yeah, their wish will not be fulfilled. They will not be happy with the results they get from their attempts to keep this going. It's not what you want. It's not what makes you happy. It's not what makes you feel fulfilled. That's their fear. And nothing that they could do, nothing that they could say will convince you otherwise. And that you'd rather be alone than be with them. You'd rather be single than be with them. That's what they're afraid of, Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, to see the likely outcome of this situation, what are they likely to do in the near future? How are they going to come back? What are their strategies and everything that you need to know about this connection? We're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you their likely outcome, what their plans are, and I'm also going to pull oracle cards as well to give more information from Spirit about this person, this connection, anything else that could give you a better understanding of this so you can make the best decision for yourself with whatever happens. If you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box and you'll find the link to Vimeo, which will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where you depart, Scorpio, I really hope that this reading has resonated with you. It's provided you with clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to what's going on in your love life at this time. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Scorpio, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Scorpio.